Hello everyone, it's me, Panma, and today I have another video for you all. It's been a while, so this one is mostly gonna be kind of a shorter video because it's just gonna be me talking about what I wish I knew as a younger artist. Well, I'm not a young artist anymore, but it's things I wish I knew earlier when I started out. So, first is numbers aren't important, and what I mean by that is you shouldn't make art for the number of likes, the number of followers. It's because, we artists, you should think back about when you were starting out, what did you think of when making art? Did you think about it's because you want to be famous or stuff like that? Well, for some of us, yeah, that might be true. But for me, I started drawing because I was like, oh, I can actually make more things I can color when I draw. So that's when I started drawing, and then it just came natural to me. The desire to create has always been there, and I just kept creating for no reason other than it's really fun. It's satisfying. I like seeing it. I like seeing what I create, and I like showing it to other people. And I really miss that feeling because when I started, posting on social media and doing digital art, then suddenly I was like, why isn't my art doing as well as I thought it would? Because before I started posting online, I thought that I'm gonna do so well because my art is so good, because I was in this echo chamber of my small community. I mean, my classmates, my friends, and they all adored my art. And then I thought when I go online, I'd be super good at art. So I was surprised when it doesn't do as well. And then I started getting so frustrated that it wasn't doing as well. And then I started hyper fixating on stuff I could do to get those numbers. And then I just lost the plot along the way, I guess. So, yeah, I want to tell my past self to not worry about that. Just keep creating what you like. Because, yeah, I did change the way I created art just because there are stuff that I thought would be better for the numbers instead of just doing what I really want to create. The second thing I would love to tell myself is to stop browsing social media, because it's a really hard habit for me to break until now, because social media tends to stimulate a lot, and it's fun to just browse memes, interact with your friends online. But not gonna lie, I really did get addicted to it until now, and I'm still trying to lessen the social media browsing, the doom scrolling, because it really wastes a lot of my time. Like, you wouldn't notice it's 1 hour, 2 hours of you just scrolling, and it's a lot of time wasted to you just doing art, playing games, watching the TV shows you like. It will also help to stop comparing yourselves to other artists, since I tend to do that a lot, because I'd be like, why are they so good? And this is not to say that it's bad to browse other artworks, because it's good to get inspired, but it's getting bad for you when you start to compare yourself to other people. So, very much lessen your time online and try to spend it on more productive stuff. Try to find other stimulating hobbies that would help nourish your creative juices. Next is, this is actually, I feel like, the most important, and it's actually the exercise is super important. When I was younger, I thought that if you're an artist, you're not gonna need to focus on being athletic. So I felt like oh, this isn't for me. Being athletic and sporty isn't for me. But actually, I recently realized that workout is still important even if you're just an artist, because it actually helps your wrist health a lot. It helps you avoid strain on your arms basically. And not only that, it improves your posture. And I am guilty of not following up a lot on workout yet, but I'm getting there. I'm very frail just because of the fact that I didn't take care of my body. Aside from exercising, there's also the fact that you should take care of your health in general. Like, I always say this, especially to in my community, there are some people there who are still students, and I try to tell them, take care of yourself, don't stay up late too much just because of plates and assignments, because this is gonna affect you in the long run. And I know that grades are important, but they're not as important to harm yourself over it. The reason I say this is because it's what I did to myself. Like, I would pull all-nighters just to finish all my plates, all my assignments. And in the long run, it wasn't worth it, because now that I am working, it really affected it, because I struggle to stay awake. I struggled to work more than an hour when I was still in corporate, just because I really had lower stamina. And also, I had a lot of diseases like ulcer. I became very acidic because I drank a lot of coffee. So yeah, stuff like that you think wouldn't affect you, but actually it bites back so hard when you're older. Next is, this is kind of obvious, but somehow it's not as obvious anymore, I guess, which is weird, but it's okay to just keep drawing what you like. It's weird, right? Like, it's weird that I have to say this, right? But what I notice, in not only in online but also because I went to art school, is there's always a very hard push to become better in art, and we forget along the way why we started doing this in the first place. And it's because we have a passionate desire to create what we like, what we're inspired by. What happened to me was, I really like anime. I love cartoons. And that's what I tend to draw a lot when I was in high school. But when I went to college, and that was my program was art, so there was a big push for realism, and I get why. It is important to learn your fundamentals before drawing anything else. That's why we would draw realistic still life, realistic anatomy for school. But it started to get into me, like, even in my free time, I started trying to draw semi-realistic art style, because aside from the fact that in school that was what was encouraged, but also that was what was trending during that time, and I tried to emulate those styles, even though I still wasn't a big fan of watching real TV shows. I would always still watch anime and cartoons, and then here I was trying to emulate a semi-realistic art style. So that was kind of ironic, and it took me years. And I realized this in my adulthood, that hey, maybe I shouldn't be doing this style, because I was just doing it because it was popular, but not because this is what I like looking at. And I'm not saying semi-realism is bad. This is just me, like me realizing what I really want for me, not just following what I think other people would think is good. Because first and foremost, you do art for yourself. The last is, I wanna tell myself even now that it's okay to not be the best as long as you're having fun. Because I fell into this trap of always trying to look for what would be the best rendering styles, what will be the best drawing styles. And then I just realized along the way that this isn't fun anymore. This isn't fun for me. And this is not why I started drawing. So, other people might find the joy in doing studies, but if that's not you, you can just draw what you want. You can just draw what you like, and that's okay. It's okay not to be the best because really, art is very subjective. And what we learn about art history is that there's always been a lot of art movements, and there's not one objective correct art style. So why are we subjecting ourselves to that? That is what I think. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy, and feel free to tell me if you have anything to add or anything you wanna discuss. And I hope it helped you as well. So that's it for me today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.